Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Total War video with the Terminator. I talk a lot about Total War games because contrary to what some of my other videos say about Creative Assembly and their business practices, I love them. Total War is a brilliant blend of interesting grand strategy and large-scale battles that no other game really does. In some of my videos, I talk about why they disappoint, how Creative Assembly has stripped away features that added depth and meaning, and how some of their recent decisions have been more money-grabbing than ever. But through it all, guys, I still play Total War games, and there's one very simple reason for this: mods. Now, I have to admit, I never really touched mods until early last year at the beginning of lockdown. Of course, I tried a few here and there growing up, but I always found it just a little bit scary and mostly a tedious process of getting files I wasn't 100% sure were safe and adding it to places in my computer I don't usually go. But I did it. And almost every day since that fateful afternoon of April 14th, 2020, I've been playing a modded Total War game. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about mods, specifically Total War mods, with the hope that by the end you will be convinced to try one out and see how Total War is really meant to be played. Let's get started. There has been a mod for every Total War game since the original Rome Total War, with excellent mods like Europa Barbororum or Roma Surrectum that overhauled the game into something far more than vanilla, which, if you didn't know, means the unmodded game. Ask anyone for their all-time favorite Total War mods and you'll usually get mods like this, or Stainless Steel for Medieval 2, Darthmods for Empire or Napoleon or Shogun 2, Et Impera for Rome 2. The list is endless, guys, because for such a long time now, there has been a collaborative, talented group of modders out there who, after playing a Total War game, have said, I can make this better. And they do. We have all kinds of mods that add new units, make cameras more user-friendly, mods that change the textures, weather, or look and feel of weapons, or mods that overhaul entire games into something completely different. If you wanted to play a Lord of the Rings Total War, there's a mod for that. Or a World War II Total War, there's a mod for that too. There are thousands of mods out there that change anything and everything and really do cater to whatever players want. At the end of the day, mods are ideas put creatively into code that players just like you and I decided to work months, if not years, to make a game better than it was before. And there's no better example of a brilliant Total War mod other than Et Impera. Et Impera is one of, if not the best example of how a Total War game can be made amazing. A mod that's been in development since Rome 2 Total War launched back in 2013, DEI is an overhaul mod that changes almost everything about Rome 2 and adds thousands of new things that make the game more historically accurate, challenging, and immersive. And after all this time, it's still being updated. That's 8 years of continuous work on a mod by a group of guys who have normal lives as well, who have jobs, or they're having babies, and in their spare time, they go on their computer and they work on making a game they love the best it can be. How amazing is that? We all know that when Rome 2 launched, it was a buggy, broken mess, and saying we were all disappointed is probably an understatement. And even though CA actually worked quite hard on making the game better, adding more content and updates for it, people still remember it as being one of the worst Total Wars ever made. But they're wrong. It's actually one of the best, and I think you know why. Let me give you an idea of what Et Impera added for Rome 2. Thousands of new and reskinned units, hundreds of new buildings, including unique buildings to certain cities, brand new gameplay mechanics like population and supply systems, a more challenging and reactive AI, big focus on historical accuracy, optimizations and bug fixes, and more. This is just scratching the surface, guys, but DEI took Rome 2 and turned it into something that can be replayed again and again, both in single player and multiplayer as well, which is an important note. For me, it's the shining beacon of what Total War mods are capable of, because it has done such a good job of turning Rome 2 into something with immense depth and meaning, with so much more content and enhancement that eclipses what CA continued to do for the game. With every Total War I pick up, it's never taken me more than a campaign to understand the basics, to figure out how to win quickly and beat the game. With DEI, I had to play 3 campaigns before realizing the changes it added to the game and how much more interesting and challenging my experience of it became. DEI is just one example though, guys, and it's just one type of mod. You can get mods that make oceans and seas look more realistic, or that add a Christmas-themed faction to start a Santa invasion of the world. The possibilities with mods are endless for Total War, and people have really done so much that is both creative and productive for the games that are just must-tries. Mods do for Total War what Morpheus did for Neo in The Matrix. They turned Total War from just another strategy game into something that I can play for the rest of my life. As long as I have a PC, I will probably always have a Total War game installed that has a mod on it. And the great thing is, guys, Creative Assembly will continue to make Total War games in the future, which, yes, likely won't be blockbusters, but they will always have a modding community that will swoop in and add mods that make the games the best they can be. They are truly the unsung heroes of our time, and here I am trying to sing their praises and tell you, dear viewer, to try one out if you haven't already, because I promise you, you will not regret it. I also want to touch on the fact that installing mods is easier than ever with the Steam Workshop and the Mod Manager. For older mods, you'll have to go on moddb.com, where the modder will always make clear exactly how to install it, so don't ever worry about installing a mod you want to try. It's actually easier than you think. Finally, guys, before I end the video here, I just want to point out the fact that these people, players like you and I, who spend hours and hours modding Total War games, putting in all this effort and energy, don't get paid for it. But they do have Patreon accounts and donation sites. So if on the off chance I've convinced you with this video to go try out a mod, consider donating, supporting the cause. These people deserve our money more than Creative Assembly does. And that's it for today, guys. Dear viewer, if you've never played a mod before, then with this video, I'd like to present to you a choice. You can either take the blue pill and continue playing Total War as it is, unmodded, unconscious of the potential enjoyment of a modded Total War experience. Or you can take the red pill, to you perhaps an uncertain future, but a future with far more possibilities for Total War joy and perpetually growing choice of new, high-quality Total War experiences. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and found it helpful. And if you did, give the video a like and absolutely drop your thoughts and any questions at all in the comment section below. Definitely subscribe to the channel for more Total War content, gameplay, and news. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.